Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about the traditional woman is under attack. Now, whether you pay attention to social media or not, Felicia Rashad, um, Mr. Huxtable's wife on Bill Cosby show, um, she's the traditional woman. Now, I'm gonna say this: there's not very many of them left in, I'm gonna say, the United States, but she's one of the OGs. But she was like born in the '60s, something like that. So that era all the way up to the '90s, that's when it started to die down as far as the traditional woman, the classy woman, what have you. Basically, she went on the radio station and they asked her about, what you think about women in today's age, and you already know what she said. So she doesn't approve of it. You know what I mean? The women, the quality of women now is just so it's so terrible. It's just sad to see it. You know how they dress, how they act, all these tattoos, like say the wigs, everything is just terrible. So what you have, and I see she's not the only one, but of course she has a bigger voice because she's a known celebrity. She's a very popular star. Which stars are popular, but she's OG, bro. Like she just has a bigger voice. So a lot of women on social media, whenever a woman puts out a video, and I'm gonna say this too, not all of them are doing it, making these videos are genuine. You have a lot of women who's pretending to sound like they're that traditional woman. In reality, over here getting, doing blow bangs and stuff like that. They got OnlyFans or whatever. So don't automatically, like I tell you guys all the time, don't trust anybody, let alone female. Just because she dressed up and she has this sweet voice, don't mean that she not a 304, bro. But outside of that, we gonna carry on the video. So it's women that's on social media and they're out here voicing their opinions about how they take care of their man, how they take care of their boyfriend. And of course, you have a whole lot of fat bags and leftover women who voice their opinion on social media. They always attack these women who's fit, feminine, and friendly. They always do that. So they get on social media, say, "Oh, you're a pick me," you know what I mean? Taking care of your man is beneath a woman, and you shouldn't be taking care of your man. All the other stuff. So they always try to degrade the women who actually hold their part of the bargain up. Remember, the average woman now, they sleep around, they just want your money. You know what I mean? They out here acting like dudes or whatever like that, and they thinking that it's cool. Last time I checked, I never met a guy like, oh man, I'm so turned on by her neck tattoos. I'm so turned on by her body count. I'm so turned on as far as how many baby daddies she have. Never in their life I ever ran across a guy like that. Not saying there's some guys that's not like that, but them kind of guys, they're spineless dweebs. They just the low. Oh, I got another flat tire. They're the low of the low of society, man. It's just reality. So never pay attention to them guys. Just live your own life and keep moving. But they're attacking her amongst other women who's very supportive of holding that traditional role. Obviously the husband goes home, goes to work. He brings home the bacon. She takes care of the household. The family in the household. So with that being said, if you have a woman like that, hold on to her tight. You know what I mean? Hold on to her tight, because like I said, that group of women is dying out. I don't know if they'll come back, but as far as in today's society, that woman is a dime, not even a diamond road. It's like finding a unicorn is not real, right? But it's just one of them things where she's one in a million. You know what I mean? One good girl is worth 1,000 hoes, as Kanye West said. I think I quoted him right, and that's true. So, if you're a woman who's watching this video and you're like, oh, should I keep doing this or whatever? No, keep walking that straight path in life, man. You're doing great by holding down your family, doing great by having your man's back. Don't remember, all the women who's bashing these women who's traditional, what are they? They leftover women. They fat bags, they down bad, they only fanning it, they pavement pounders, you know what I mean? This is what it is. Like, those are the degenerate women of society. The blind leading the blind. And of course, there's more of them that's doing that. And it's not the fact that all of them are single, because some of them are not single. They actually married. They have a guy or whatever, but they don't they don't take care of them. They don't care nothing about them. They're like, oh, you the man, you give me all your money and shut up. And you got a lot of guys who's a part of that weird society, to where they don't have any say so. They don't speak up for themselves. They don't have a strong character. They don't have self-confidence. So you got a lot of guys that's in that position where they're dealing with these no good women. So if you're a woman, you're watching these comments or these videos about women backlash, oh, never cook for a man, don't listen to them. Because at the end of the day, they down bad, bro. They down bad. They struggling. They can't pay their bills. They out here somebody, they want a man to take care of them, this and that. They out there. They got high body count. They got all these kids. They don't know who the daddy is, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Criminal records. Never be around negative people. If they're not trying to help you succeed, never be around them. Stay away from them. If they don't want the best for you, stay away from them. Because remember, miserable people love to be around miserable people. Remember, hurt people, man. So don't be one of them women who watch these videos and she probably got 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views and all these comments and think, oh, I'm gonna do the same. Don't do that, because you're going down the wrong path in life. And I'm gonna say this to a lot of women who do that. They know, well, for right now, I'm gonna say that at the very beginning when they was younger, they had the world in their hand for the most part. Now that they older and they ran down and hit the wall, like I say, when they get 26, they hit the wall. And they thought that when they was younger, that life was always gonna be that way. We had guys giving you money, buying you stuff without you, laying with them or being committed to them. You over here running around all your life. And a lot of women thought that that was gonna be the rest of their life. They're gonna just keep living like that till they die. And they found out the hard way that ain't what it was. So now they bitter, they miserable, and they envy, especially if you're a younger woman and you're doing the right things. They don't want to see you like that, because instead of them trying to put you on game, lead you to the right path, guess what they do? They tell you all these lies. They try to manipulate you. They want you to be in the same position as they in, or worse. So of course, why would you listen to a guy who works at McDonald's about financial decisions? It doesn't make any sense. So why would I listen to a woman who's out of shape, criminal record, don't have any stability in their life whatsoever, about what road to go down and what decisions to make or how to keep a man, when she never had a man in her life? Like I say, she had a man come over there. It was at 12 o'clock at night. He was over there for a couple minutes and he left after he got through humping and dumping her. Don't ask a woman about relationship advice if she never been in a relationship. No matter how good it may sound, when in reality, it never makes sense. No matter, how many, scenarios she's been in, it doesn't matter. She never been in a relationship. The woman's in her 40s, 50s and up, and she's trying to tell you about how to get a man, how to be in a relationship. They don't make any sense. Again, I'm not gonna go to a doctor and ask him how to change out a motor. I'm gonna go to a mechanic and ask him how to change out a motor. Vice versa. I'm not gonna go to a mechanic and ask him how to replace a leg or how to amputate an arm. Not gonna do that. He's not qualified for that kind of conversation. So don't remember, and I'm gonna say this too, it's gonna hit home. It's gonna be your mama, your grandma, or your aunt that's gonna be that person that's trying to give you advice. Remember, your grandma, your mama, your aunt never had a man in their life. You never, every cookout, every family reunion, you never seen your none of them women with a man. And on top of that, for a long term relationship. So you just let it go in one ear and out the other, and you keep it pushing. It's that simple. So don't feel bad. At the end of the day, you just know these are the people that you don't get advice from as far as how to get a man. Any female can get a man if you just give him the goods without any effort. That's a given. But actually how to keep a man, for a man to actually claim you, that's another story. So a woman like Phylicia Rashad, of course, every man's fantasy, you know what I mean? This is what it is. To this day, she as she got older, she still kept it peace. She still kept it classy. And that's the thing that women don't have. And that's I'm gonna say this too. Your mama never raised you to be a classy woman. Your mama never gave you the tools on how to get a man, on how to keep a man. And that's okay. You know what I mean? For the women who may come across this video, that's okay. But I guarantee you this, you have access to somebody who does have a man, who know how to keep a man, who can teach you how to dress like a woman, who can act like a woman. And I guarantee you have access to somebody in your family. And if you don't, look outside your family. Again, social media, you can use it for good or use it for bad. It ain't nothing to get on social media and then find some women on YouTube or whatever like that on how to style your hair, how to be a classy woman. You can just look that up in the title. You're gonna have all kind of videos. I promise you. So again, if you're watching this video, don't listen to these leftover women. All they want to do is ruin your life because their life is ruined. Always remember that. If they're not trying to help you do better in life, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. This is reality. So you know, Felicia, she been saying that. I mean, you had what's the other lady name? The black actress. I can't think of her right now, man. The comedian lady. She was talking about that about the bonnets last year. They jumped on her about that. At the end of the day, that's just how women are supposed to carry themselves. I'm gonna say this too. At the beginning of time, you always had loose women, but in this day and age, you have too many women that's loose. So that's where the problem comes into play. You know, I'm not saying, obviously by my videos, y'all know I'm not a saint, but I'm not a terrible guy. At least I hope you guys don't think I am. That helps society. You know, you have a loose woman here and there, but if every woman you run across is loose, that's when you know we're in shambles. We're in a terrible position right now in the world. Because remember, it's not a USA thing; it's a worldwide problem. And every country have this issue. They just not televising it as much or whatever. But that's just reality, man. So if you have your classy woman, man, hold on to her tight, treat her right, and you're gonna be all right. So anyway, if you guys got any stories or any comments or any questions, leave them down below. You already do. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And no matter what, always protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose. All right, guys.